Right, hello again everybody. Let's welcome to the second part of our Skyrim Anniversary Let's Play. When we left off, we narrowly avoided execution at the Headsman's Block by the appearance of a dragon. We subsequently escaped through Helgen Keep and made our way to Riverwood to stay with friends or family of our new friend here, Hadvar. Status-wise, we're in a bit of a mess. We're fatigued with drained, which means we're very, very not well, and we're also starving. But before we deal with the food front, what we should do is sleep. So what's the time now? So it's 1 a.m. So we're going to get a good 8 hours sleep, I think. I think he's earned this. I think Tiberius here has earned the rest after an incredibly eventful day yesterday. It could have even been longer. We don't know how long we spent travelling to Helgen Keep. So here we are. Now we're leveling up. So where? So for a while, given the fact we are basically going to be a melee build, I think what we need to do is look at we're going to do a ratio of 2 to health to 1 to stamina, at least until we've got a base of around 200 health. We may push our stamina up to 200 to match the health, or we may put some points in the magicka. Obviously health is our primary stat, but we do need stamina both for carry weight and for melee attacks. Really, what we don't want is to rely too heavily upon things like vegetable soup, because the power attacks are all well and good, but we want to kind of also perpetual power attacks are all well and good, but we want to kind of don't want to cheese the game too much, if that makes sense. But anyway, here we go. So let's run into health for now. I don't know why our magic is at 103. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But and what we need to do, our first point is going to go into speech, I think, because we're going to. Where are we? Wait a minute. Yes, first point into speech. The reason being is we get 10% better prices, which obviously it's not worth putting any more points into that, because obviously later in the game we can pick up other items that will bolster that by another percentage, like 15% or so on and so forth. We can also give the beggars a coin, or the children, and get an extra, the gift of charity, which also increases our buying and selling. And also, once we start making potions and other things that are incredibly valuable, adding another 50% on top people aren't going to be able to afford it, So, so that's the plan. We're going to do this. We're going to clean up here in Riverwood. And then we're probably going to start to put some points into alchemy. Not a huge amount, not initially, because we do need. Well, what we don't want to do is neglect our combat skills, because otherwise we just won't be able to play. Because legendary can be pretty unforgiving. Yeah. What else do we need? Yeah, nothing else to worry about. So yeah. So first things first, went out absolutely starving, which is understandable.
Take what you need, my friend.
I shall do, my friend.
Breathe. Of course.
Oh, we can make apple and cabbage stew. That's 380 points of hunger. That's quite substantial. 12. Yeah. But, we've exhausted our salt supply already. Brilliant. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll find some more. So hopefully we will certainly find some more. So we'll address that in a moment. So we're going to take the salmon steak, take potato, take the salmon steak, take these snowberries, take the bread, take the chicken's eggs, take the extra chicken's egg, take the bread, no, we want all potatoes and garlic, yep, and what else do we need? We'll take the cheese. It's just literally robbing them of all of their food, but Take these ingredients though, these are quite important. For our potion making, which we shall do shortly. What else do we want? I'll take this gold here.
Keep your guard up.
Yeah. To get you up to speed, Hadvar has decided to stay here
Keep
for a
an
bit.
eye out for trouble.
Yep. Keep his
It's
head
only
low.
a matter of time.
So we're going to go to Whiterun alone. Well, not quite alone. We are fishing out. Yeah, new stuff. We don't want that. What's this here? Blacksmith's apron. No, we don't need it. Take the gold. We're going to take the Amulet of Kinnereth. Yeah. No, we don't need it right now. It's not essential. Take the extra cheese. We're going to go down here. We've got more ingredients. Yep. Leave the arrows. The hunting bow, we'll leave that.
Did you really see a dragon?
Yeah, it's terrifying. We are going to take the iron sword. We're going to take these iron gauntlets. We can't take the armor. We're going to take the troll fat. Yummy.
Make yourself at home.
Will do. I have done, in fact. I've taken all your food, all your items, take your gold, take your wolf belt. We can't take the backpacks. These are great. These will increase our carry weight significantly, so we need to think about... Well, we'll probably be able to leave the blue roads. Not really worth much. We should be able to buy one from Bellathor, the local trader here. Not Bellathor, this is... Luca. Oh, we shall get to that in just a moment. So, that's everything we need from here, I think. Yeah. So we do want to get to Whiterun, so I'm just going to have a swig of my tea. Bear with me. So before we're going to disengage this quest here before the storm. We don't want that. Disengage that. Yeah.
Out of my way, stranger.
Yeah. So a couple of things we need to do first. We check all the barrels. Green apples, some good food.
Look at him watching for roses. Wonder what he's lost, besides his mind.
What was that? Was she complaining because I've been helping myself to her apples? Well, I guess I can't really blame her. If someone started stealing my food, I'd be quite annoyed too. But you know what? I did just get almost murdered by a dragon. In fact, I was almost murdered by the Imperials, and then almost murdered by a dragon. It's been an eventful. And Hadvar vouched for me. So the blacksmith, and so on and so forth. Right, speaking of... Actually, no. This is Fendel's house, I believe. With tomatoes. Just literally... Ooh. Yes, please. Barrel. Take cabbages. Yes, please. We're going to take these leeks. Leeks tend to be somewhat of a bottleneck when you're trying to manufacture the vegetable soup. Actually, you tend to, and tomatoes to a degree, but depending on the run, I sometimes find quite a lot. Will always be swimming in cabbages and potatoes, because who doesn't love cabbages and potatoes? But, right, what else do we need? Take this chicken egg, yes please. Yum yum. Yum yum. Oh, thistle. Give to me. Give me the thistle. Chocolate block. I didn't know there was one here. We still need a huntsman's axe, but we'll pick one up from Embershard Mine, I think. Anyway, focus on the food. So get the cabbages. Give me all the stuff. As you can see, our carry weight is getting eaten up quite quickly. But it's not a problem. It's not a problem. In fact, what we will probably do is... actually, no, we'll leave all the light stuff on for the moment. Yeah. We will wear this ring of minor magicka, though. Yeah. flames away. Tiberius, flames away. Right. Since barrel tomatoes. See? No, this isn't. They're not.
wow.
These aren't static. They
That
tend
was
to
just
change
sitting
quite a
there?
bit. So
I
depending.
should have found it first.
Yeah. Okay. Take this. And we will take more thistle. More thistle. Yeah. There comes a point we don't need much more of those. They're not the most useful ingredient in the world. But we're still in the early games, so we need kind of all the help we can get ingredients-wise. We want to head in here because Sven is a bard. He should be in here. There's Sven and Svendal, two suitors vying for the affections of Camilla. Valata, I think. Oh, is that her name? I could be wrong.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get him.
Borgnard.
That's it. You back up, little man. Back up.
Hard not to.
There he is. Hey.
Feindal thinks he can woo Camilla Valerius away from me. She's
You're-
already mine, I keep telling him.
Yeah. You and Phaela both like the same girl?
Camilla Valerius knows I'm the best man in Riverwood. That elf is kidding himself if he thinks she would choose him over me. I've seen him sneaking over to the Riverwood trader to speak with her when I'm not around. He's wasting his time.
I mean, you don't own her, but okay. He sounds persistent. Why don't you do something about it?
You may be right. Camilla may see Feindal as little more than a friend, but why take chances? Here, give Camilla this letter. It's full of venomous nonsense. Tell her it's from Feindal.
Normally I wouldn't agree with such cheap tactics, but I actually want to take Sven as a follower, at least early on. He's not much better than Feindal, and I know Feindal has the, you can exploit him as being that he's a trainer. I know all that, but I'm not going to do that. Sven's a melee class. He's not fantastic, but he's okay. At least until we can get Lydia or somebody more suitable. So, so we'll do this little caper, even though
All
I
right,
think
then.
he's very immature. I think it's
That
not
letter
really the
would
best
convince
way
Camilla.
to win a girl's heart. You know, a relation built upon lies is not really a foundation. It's pretty shaky. Just call me old-fashioned, I suppose. But right, I'm going to speak to these guys. Hi.
We got rooms and food. Drink,
What do you
too.
have for sale?
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
Yeah, let's. So see, he's got blister work. Ooh, giant's toe. Ooh, watch it, we don't really have enough money for that. So. I mean, you know what? Let's just buy the lot. We don't have enough. That's fair enough. Okay.
All right, then.
Speaking of, let's do a bit of alchemy while we're. Excuse me. And actually, let's eat some food because we're starving to death. So we won't eat that. We won't eat that. We will eat ghost cheese. Eat all the cheese. Eat all the apples. Drink a beer. Have like a goat roast. We've got salmon steak. We're now satisfied. Now it's not. Eat bread. Apparently he's still not well fed is the one you're going for, but I'm
Need a
guessing
room?
he's just
Talk
not.
to Delphine.
He's that hungry. So who knows when he last ate. Right, now we need to, while we're in here, make some potions. I do have an app to help. I mean, there are some ingredients I know we will have, but let's have a quick look here. So let's look at our alchemy lab. Now, so I'm not going to go over the top, but we do want to make some potions just in the short term. Just to recoup what we've just spent, and also there's a couple of spells I want to buy, and also want to buy a backpack. Let's see what else we can get as we prepare, because we're going to clear, before we head to Whiterun, we are going to clear Embershard Mine. I think every player does that, so what do we have here? We have bear claws, we have charred skeever hide, and we have hanging moss.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battle.
There, 344, that's not bad.
And gold he had made.
What else do we have? This is a good one. So we have Frost Miriam, Purple Mountain Flower, and Sweet. Another nice expensive potion. Essentially useless. So what makes these power potions or cash potions so effective is because they have a variety of effects, and more often than not, some are positive, some are negative. So they're essentially worth. You can't really use them. Well, some you can, depends, but they are very valuable. Particularly when you have fortify alchemy enchantments and some points into alchemy, you know, leveled alchemy somewhat, you can make some really valuable potions. Which is another reason why we don't want to go too crazy putting points into speech, because at some point we will be able to make things that just nobody can buy. You know, I mean, not till much later in the game. I mean, you can use it to pay for training, but again, we will be paying for some. Like, say heavy armor training, we will definitely have to invest in, because there's just no real way to level that without us. We can't take the hits fundamentally, so we will have to invest a bit. So, but we, you know, so we need some money to pay for that. But anyway, so okay, that's a nice potion.
Oh, you
What else do we have?
Now I think it's high time that you lie down and breathe.
We got Blue Mountain Flower,
Clashing and slashing steel as the
Bone
brave lass
Meal,
Matilda charged in full of zeal.
and Spider's Egg. It's another nice expensive potion.
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more when his ugly red head rolled around on the floor.
So we want take the Bone Meal out for a Blue Mountain Flower, and we have wheat. That's another one. And keep the Blue Mountain Flower. I believe we can use chicken's eggs to do something similar. That's another nice expensive one. What else have I got here? Frost Miriam, Purple Mountain Flower, and Skeever Tails. Not wheat. What's this do? Yeah. So that's another quite juicy potion. I want to say potion, but I don't mean that. And we have Blue Mountain Flower, Bone Meal, Chicken's Egg. Is that right? Yeah. There we go. Take the salt out. What else we have? Blister. So we have Blisterwort, Blue Mountain Flower, and Chicken's Egg. Okay. One more, I think. Got one more Frost Miriam. So Frost Miriam, Thistle, wheat. What else do we have? Well, that's it. That'll do, I think. Yeah. So that will do for our potions for the time being. So we're going to pause and have another sip of tea. So as you can see, there are certain key ingredients you want to target if you want to make a real successful business model. But you can do okay with just the ingredients you gather along the way. So I'm going to try and be functional. My knowledge of the game is not inexhaustible, but we try and make the most of what we can have. Obviously, we now know they're making a few potions. We're going to make a bit of money. We will have a few ingredients that with the effects of which we will know. So if we want to make potions that we actually want to use, we can. Let's take all these cabbage barges. Yes. For example, fortify one-handed is useful to use, especially with a warrior. We're going to want.
Well, one of us has to do
resist magic,
something.
fortify block. I don't know. Restore health, magicka, and stamina. Those kind of things. Paralysis potions,
huh?
invisibility.
Let's hear it.
Right.
We are done talking about this.
No.
I don't know what yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
We did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing.
Yep.
An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Yep. I could help you get the claw back.
You could?
Yeah.
I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment.
So Deal.
It's yours if you bring my claw back.
Will do.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Yeah. Well, we will do,
Yes.
but we're going to go
So
to...
now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, well, let them argue amongst themselves. Yeah, so we're going to... We'll go to White Run first, speak to the Jarl, and pick up the quest from Ferengar, and then we'll come back and do
By
that.
the 8th, fine. But only
Bleak
to
Falls
the edge
Barrow
of
is just outside of town.
I have a letter
can
from
show you.
Feindal. I feel dirty saying this.
From Feindal?
Because I actually like
That's
Feindal.
strange. He's never written to me before.
He didn't this
What?
time.
What is this? Is this what he really thinks about me? Well, you can tell that long-eared ass not to come around the store anymore.
Right.
He's not welcome.
Okay.
Until next time.
Yeah, I used to use Feindal all the time, not for his exploit, but just because I like the guy. Generally speaking, he's a pretty cool dude. He's not the strongest follower by any stretch of the imagination, but he's an alright guy, you know? I feel for him. But although that being said, he's also prepared to lie to Camilla for her affection, so I guess there's not a lot in it between he and Sven. That looks disgusting, that stew. But anyway, we're going to make a bit more food. We're going to make some vegetable soup while we're here. And I also want to cook... Not spade fish. Cook some of the pheasant. And we should have rabbit haunch. So we'll cook one of those as well. Just so we have some nice food. Right. And let's make as much vegetable soup as we can muster. So was it about 7 or 8 there? I didn't quite see how many tomatoes I had. You can see the ratio though. So cabbages and leeks, so cabbages and potatoes you pick up a lot of, right? Leeks and tomatoes, on the other hand, are somewhat of a rarity. But oh, this. Speaking of, while we're looking at that, those of you that have played Oblivion, and in fact I believe in Morrowind, I haven't played it for a long time, will recognise these poisoned apples, which is something I don't know. I mean, I've got no idea where you get chokeberries from as yet. Presumably, it might be a quest you find out with the Dark Brotherhood would be my guess, but who knows. Speaking of the Dark Brotherhood, the app that I use to make those potions is actually the Brotherhood Alchemist. It's free on, I believe on all platforms actually. I've got mine on an iPhone, but I'm pretty sure you can get it on any platform. I think you have paid features. I'm not 100% certain, but it's pretty basic. So you list the ingredients you have available, list the alchemy effects you can use, and then it will list the potions in order of value from most expensive to least expensive. Rather unhelpfully, it won't seem to let me filter between beneficial effects and whatnot, so it's all kind of merged together. But you can't have everything, and ultimately, once we find out the effects we need, we can find that out ourselves anyway. And a lot of the key potions I'll always remember. I'm sure most of you do. It's not that hard, but anyway. So let's go speak to Sven.
We have to go through town and across the bridge
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
not
to Bleak
interested.
Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The map.
Yeah, so Sven's probably back at work, isn't he? I bet. Yeah. And I just forgot to sell our potions to Luca, but we'll go back and do that now. Right, hey my man.
You look like a traveler. Someone that has seen
I
faraway
don't think
places
Camilla will
and
be
heard
spending
new
any more
stories.
time with Feindal, my friend.
Now that's what I like to hear. Good work. I think you deserve some gold from my tips at the end.
I agree. 25 is not going to buy me much, is it?
Until next time.
Nope.
Good day, friend.
Follow me, I need your help.
I suppose Master Neloth won't mind. He's always telling me to get out of his way.
Well,
I'm right behind you.
I need to trade some things with you.
What do you want me to carry?
I'm going to take this off you because it's useless. Take the wine, take the potatoes, take the garden, take the gold, take the key to the house. Take the necklace of minor wielding. The necklace of minor wielding? Sven? Baby? This is an awesome find. I'm going to take all of your stuff. But, that being said, actually, so let's equip that immediately. That's going to save us a fortune. Wow. can't actually believe that. That's crazy talk. So keep the. We'll wear the ring of minor magicka. We shall wear that. In fact, we'll keep the novice hood for now, just for the extra magicka, I think. And what we'll do, which means the iron helmet we can give to Sven, and I think. Did I pick up some iron gauntlets? We'll wear those. We'll give him the fur gauntlets in the short term. Yeah. What I did want to give him was not a fishing rod, is an iron sword though. Typically I'll give Sven a I'll get him some armour eventually.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, as a general rule I tend to give him he seems to prefer one-handed.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. But don't get on my bad side.
I really don't appreciate your attitude, little man. Yes, so Sven seems to prefer two-handed, and he I have to admit, he does wreck people with it. So at least early on, he can't take any damage himself, but he can dish it out. He's also given us the key to his house, but in all honesty, I can't be bothered to go in his house because his mother always complains that we're trespassing, or maybe I misremembered, but anyway, we've got enough stuff to be going on with. And I really want to press on into Riverwood.
Show those
Shut
thieves
mine.
not to steal from Luke and Valeria. The sooner you find the claw, the sooner our lives can get back to normal.
What have you got for sale, my man?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them
What has
treasures.
he actually got for sale? Not that we can afford anything right now. Fire arrows. Ooh. Yeah, good stuff. Adventurer backpack. Why is it so expensive? Although actually, we don't want one of those. What we actually want is a hunter's backpack. Well, anyway, we can iron plate. These were introduced with the Creation Club. You know, the Anniversary Edition content. So, and we also, along with Steel Soldier's armor and all the each tier of armor has an additional plated version, or I think light armor scouts is a different, slightly different set. But it's pretty amazing. That I think we will probably in the short term we'll build some iron plate, but in the long term we're going to push towards a Steel Soldier's outfit, at least until we find some decent enchantments. We could really do with some resist frost. That'd be good, but that's just out of my price range right now. We could do the cure disease potion too, but spells is what I'm after. I mean, raise them. Do we? I thought you'd have more oak. Well, we do want oak flesh. Let me think. I had a few on the list somewhere. I think we'll save our money for Farengar, because there's a few spells that we do want, but we don't need them right this minute. Yeah. So short time we will sell you a dagger. We will sell you a belted tunic. Sell you this Imperial light helmet. And what we want to sell him, in actual fact, is the potions. Yeah, okay, so now we can buy what I want, Hunter's Backpack. Mage Backpack is also useful because it gives you additional 20 points of magicka, but I think Hunter's Backpack might be better for our, or will it? Thief Backpack, lockpicking, that's also, all the backpacks are pretty useful. But I'm not going to carry a different backpack for every occasion. It seems somewhat immersion breaking. So, yeah, we'll go for a Nordic circlet. This is Nordic jewellery. This is actually, well, we'll find some a bit later on. There is actually a quest for these. I believe you have to go to Solstein, but we can't do Solstein right now. I do want all this. Look at this. It's lovely. Anyway, so we shall buy a hunter's backpack. I think we don't need a bedroll. Yeah. So we'll buy one of those. We need to buy some build camping supplies too, but I can't actually remember what I need off the top of my head. So let's sell the rest of our potions. So we've got those. Sell the ring. What else do we want? No, we need to sell the Black Briar Mead. We can hang on to the Honningbrew Mead in case we bump into some revelers, which you may or may not know who they are. I believe we have some garnet to sell, and certainly the wooden bowl and the wooden plate we don't as well sell. Give to him. Yep. So we're set. So until next time. Yeah. Right. So that means we can now equip our backpack, and that puts our carry weight up to 225, which is still not even still a long way off what the base would be, but it's not bad. And also, thanks to this 50%, I can't believe we got that. What a find! And yet our sword still only does 9 damage, which is kind of underwhelming.
It's time.
But we can smith that up all in due course, so that's not a huge concern. Right. Also, I was thinking because we are. Let's check out active effects. So because we are friends with the blacksmith, we can take all of this stuff. And I don't mind if I do. Which means we should actually be able to build some stuff. So we can take the iron boots, take the iron gauntlets, do the helmet. Yeah. So Sven. In fact, what we will do, let's so that's what we need.
Take what you need, my
we
friend.
can make ourselves some armor. Flawless iron gauntlets. Ooh, no, we can buy these though. Keep an eye. Well, when we get to silver, we'll see what we can get. But you can get these with the fortified unarmed enchantment, which is quite cool. Iron plate armor, but this is what we do want. So 5 iron ingots, 3 level ships.
That's some good armor you've put together.
I agree. I'm quite pleased with it. So let's equip what we can. Put the iron boots on. Light armor, pure light boots. Looks great. It looks like some kind of battle mage. I love it. Which, ironically, is not too far from what we want to go for. But that means that Sven can now wear some armor.
I've got your back.
There you have. I know.
What do you want me to carry?
I would like you to carry light armor, light boots, iron gauntlets. Yeah, there you go. And that means we can then take the fur gauntlets off him. So Sven is now ready to roll.
You lead, I'll follow.
He just needs himself a juicy shield. We can sell this to Alvar.
Whatever you need. Buy Ysmir if it's simple and strong. The finest weapons and armor.
Yeah. Right. What else do we want? So we'll give you the fur gauntlets. Yeah. And we're good to go.
Good day.
Plenty of carry. We had a good feed, so let's get moving. Sven, my man, let's go. Onwards to Embershard Mine. Seems to be the place we need to get to. So, got to stop sprinting. It's a bad habit I'm into because you sprint around town. Oh, what, miss some flowers. How could I? Yeah, I sprint around town all the time, but obviously when you're out in the wilds, you kind of need your stamina in case you bump into an enemy that you can't fight. Like bears or saber cats, something of that nature. can present a serious problem. At least until you have an alternative method of getting rid of them, if you see what I mean. Be it calm, spell, kind's peace, something along those lines, but, well, anything shout related is going to take us a while. Until we get marked for death and, you know, rapidly increase our damage output, we're not going to be doing a huge, significant amount of dragon hunting. There are some story related ones.
Trouble? Or maybe treasure.
Maybe treasure. I hope treasure. So let's get a poison, shall we? Longbow, and we do have one, don't we? Frostbite venom. I don't know why we're sneaking. You can clearly see us, but I just want to enjoy it. Right.
Get lost, friend. That's your best, huh?
Oh. Oh. Alright. Oh.
You start running.
Straight in the mouth. Straight in the mouth. We'll take the wine. Take the gold, take the lockpicks. Nothing else we need. We'll leave the arrow. We'll get more from this. There is, excuse me. There is an archer that we kill inside that we can use for that. Right. How much money have we got left? 700. So we should. Here we go. This is what we want. You can use axe to chop wood. Firewood can be used to, well, for one, build camping supplies along with corundum ingots. You can also use firewood and iron and relevant metal ingots to make arrows, which is something we also want to do. And if we chop some firewood to sell to the Banded Mare in Whiterun, we can stay there for free, but that's, you know, it's getting ahead of ourselves a little bit there. I do apologise. But I just the things I'm thinking about. So we also want to take these torches, at least 2, because we want one for us and we want to give one to Feindor. No, we don't. We're not giving anything to Feindor because Feindor hates her guts because we stole his
I
girlfriend.
don't think I like where this is going.
No, me either, mate. I'm going to give you.
I've got your back.
Before you run off.
What do you want me to carry?
I would like you. In fact, you don't need to carry it for me. I'm giving this to you. It's yours. Have a torch. Because when he uses a torch, they don't go out. As a player, if you use the torch, after a while they just go out. But as far as, to my knowledge, if I'm wrong, I deeply apologise. But to my knowledge, if you give a torch to an NPC or a follower, they don't. They just burn forever and ever, which gives it a little extra light. It saves you money. Ugh. It saves you money on potion. You know, saves magic because I don't really want to be using leveling illusion too much. You with mage light and whatnot. Later on, perhaps, but not right now. Not that we're doing incredibly controlled leveling, but we are controlling leveling to a degree. Because I have some specific goals in mind for the first half of our build. Oh, missed my window. But we might be able to get. Eat it. Well, that slowed him down. He did hear something. Guess what, though? Burn. Burn. Sorry, Sven. Couldn't help it. Oh, that's him melted. And you? We've got no magicka left, so good old-fashioned melee.
Dead and buried.
That looked really quite a brutal way of killing somebody. Right down, steel sword. Yes, please. What else do you have on him? Garnet's gold. No, I didn't want the hide armor. I am going to take the arrow though. So we're going to put the hide armor back on him. I don't know why it does. They don't wear it. Well, I suppose I'm not going to dress a dead man, am I? I guess that's not that uncommon. So I'm unfavourite that. I favourite the steel sword is now our new favourite thing. It's 10 damage. It's still not a lot. but there's nothing a bit of smithing and whatnot can't solve. But we'll get to that in due course. Let's pickaxe here, so we can now get some iron ore, which is the primary reason we're here actually. It's useful to level smithing a bit later on. Gives some iron ingots to work with at least, even if you don't want to smith straight away. At least in the early game, once you got a decent sort of cash flow, you can just buy all the ingredients you need, but this early on every little helps, you know. I'm sure there was another one of these in here. Is there? Maybe not. Well, take that. Take gold. I'll read this guy's journal because it's only short, as memory serves. They've had me working on here for days now. It's not the time that's getting to me though. It's these tunnels. I've told them countless times now to add the extra supports to the weak sections of the tunnel. If only we had more of those wooden beams that we've reinforced with bronze bottoms. Honestly, if I hear the earth shift one more time above my head, I'll be so stressed I may start drinking for good. I mean, what's a Nord without his mead? It's a pretty bleak story, so we can leave his journal there because it's not worth anything, and it's just going to increase our carry weight by a margin. Not a lot, but every little help, you know. It all adds up, I should say. Is there not any more iron? I swear there was more down here. No, apparently not. I'm just wrong. And or stupid. Is there some here? No. No. Okay, well, I was wrong on that one. Now there's a lever here that we want. I'm drained. Brilliant. Right, and there's a lever here that we want to push. But the moment we do this, we'll drop this. We'll drop these bridge parts and connect the two. And then two guys will come running through and they will wreck me, so we want to be ready for that, and also want to pick up all the things here first. Because apparently there's nothing here. Well, that's underwhelming. Okay, enough stalling then. I guess we're going to get straight back into combat, so let's do a quick save because I'm nervous. Quite honestly. Did it come? Hey guys. Huh? He's not even wearing a shirt. He's tough. Right. Sven, you're up.
Like the bite of a flea. True lords never.
That was smooth. What were we? I don't know what I landed on, but yeah. Let's go help Sven. Don't sprint. Not while I don't sprint. Hey! We should really take the vegetable soup, shouldn't we? But I don't want to waste it. Now, whilst we don't need to use it, let's not use it. You know, that seems logical. Gotcha. This just seems easier than it should be. It's a legendary, yeah. Weird. Anyway, Iron Mace, no, take the gold, pick. Didn't one of these guys not have a two-hander? No, not yet. Well, we will get you one. We will get you a two-handed weapon, Sven. There's certainly one as we get deeper into the mine. This much I do know. Amethyst, take that. Gold? Yes, I always want gold, always. We might as well take the solid armour because that weighs nothing really, yeah. It's worth 75 gold or about 20 when we, Okay. And there is another one in here. Right. Let's have a look. And there's another person here, isn't there?
Huh? Time to end this little game.
Yeah. Sven just comes running in, lunging with his sword. Oh, let's heal up. So instead of flames, we want to use heal. We are going to put some points. We are going to actually level restoration. It's a skill I want to take higher because, particularly with Dawnguard and things, we'll get to later. There's some cool stuff you can use with. There's some really cool spells in restoration, and there's another one I never, apart from the basic spells, I never really built it up. Well, I have them before, but not. I never got to 100. So leave Sven fighting. I can't help picking ingredients up. I can't. Hey, that's the end of her. She's got a steel war axe. Show key. And we want. Where's our torch? We need to favourite the torch. Like so. So now we can see. Lock the door. Salt. Give me the salt. Yes. Yes. Nothing in that one. What's in the bottom one? Tomatoes. Yes. More salt. Clairvoyance here, which is a spell that's essentially, well, it's not very good, but we'll learn it anyway. Because why not, I suppose. What's this barrel? Bleeding crown. Ooh, nice ingredients. Tomatoes, correct. Let's take these two. Salt. Yeah. Looks like we will be swimming in salt earlier than I first thought, honestly. Take the carrots. Yeah. What's in the barrel? Garlic. Oh, lovely. It's an amazing ingredient, that. Good for recipes, good for, well, much like in real life, you know, it's good all round ingredient. Iron plate helm. I mean, yeah, take it. Take the amethyst. Take the gold. Take the lockpicks. Take the potion of healing. Take the rose of my speaking. Ooh. That's quite useful in terms of our conjuration aspirations. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, we'll take that. It's worth a metric ton as well, so that's also very beneficial. Right. Sorry if the mining animation triggers you, but I really don't think it takes up that much time. I'd say really it's only the early part of the game that I'll be, once I get deeper in, I probably won't bother. Except for the rare ingredients like ebony and or glass or, you know, gold, stuff like that. But iron, corundum, steel, no, you don't mine steel, do you? You use corundum ore and iron to make steel. Anyway, point is, iron and corundum ore, we will probably stop. I mean, in a sense, I didn't favourite it. The only reason I like the mining is because you occasionally find precious gems, which obviously are levelled to your character. So, in fact, that cavern you go into later, you know, Soul Khan, I forget what it's called. You start finding like flawless gems, which are worth a ton, and also you can use them to make, if you want to level smithing, you can make some quite expensive rings with those. Which, if you don't know, although it's hard to believe that anybody doesn't know at this point. If you're smithing, your smithing skill increases by value, much like alchemy potion. Oh, there we go, alchemy. So the value of the item dictates the XP you'll get, or experience points you'll get from it. So more valuable smithing items will level you quicker. So, which is why we tend to use iron early, dwarven later, and then especially if you get like a smithing suit, you know, fortified smithing, I should say, and you level up your, you know, you improve items to legendary. That actually, especially with the rarer materials like glass, ebony, the legendary items are worth a lot of money, and you can then tack that onto enchanting and make incredibly expensive items. Let's mind that. That will help you experience and also your cash flow. I mean, if you want to pay for, whether you want to pay for, if you're using a merchant trainer, for example, you can sell the goods to get your training money back. Which, I mean, before level 50 it's not such an issue. After level 50 it gets very, very expensive very quickly. To the tune of tens of thousands if you wanted to get 5 levels, so it's, yeah, not my favourite thing. So you do need, to get your character to the high levels, you really do need a decent cash flow. We want to save before we run in here. It should be okay, but what, just in case, there's a two-handed guy at the back. If we trigger him, he can come round. If I forget my credits, what happens if I forget that he's there, and I'll get locked in a death match with this guy, and then don't see the two-handed guy just flatten me. So we'll save just in case anything happens.
9.
And my sneaking is terrible, because there's no way he should have seen me then, but he did. So poo on you, I say. He's going to come running. Ow, that hurt. Right. So we're going to use Iron Shield. We're not using flames because I want to preserve my magic in case we have to do any healing. The reason being, I'd like to save up some, build up a supply of potions. I don't want to use them, I do want to use them, but I want to use them sparingly. What did I just pick up? Iron sword, yeah, you can keep that, my friend. I don't want that. It's weighted nice, heavy too. Okay. So where did the other character go? It's a mystery.
Someone there?
Yeah.
Did you hear something?
Oh, dude, Sven, don't leave me to fight the two-handed by myself. Right. There we go. Now Sven has nailed him.
That your best?
Just taking it. It's just.
At your best? Huh?
Sorry, Sven. I keep hitting him in the back. I do apologise, my man.
This is the end for you.
Prepare to die.
You'll need to do better than that.
Steel Warhammer. Happy Christmas, Sven. Happy Christmas. But we'll deal with that in just a moment. Let's take care of this archer. Can you pack it in? Right, yeah. I feel like we probably want to take a potion, don't we? So let's take a couple of healing potions and a stamina potion. We should really, see, at this point I don't want to waste a visual suit because we won't be in any combat for much after this, for a while. Come on in, hit me. Yeah, come at me, bro. No, not with that. The arrows hurt. Yeah. I love these finishing moves. I don't think they were in the previous games, were they? But oh, hunting bow. So let's favourite the hunting bow, give him the long bow, and then we skin of our teeth. Yeah. But that's how much of mine cleared us, essentially. Unless Sven's run up to, but we'll give him. Hey.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, well, stop running. Let's give him.
What do you want me to carry?
This Warhammer, because it's heavy as heck. Alright, you take that. Yeah, now we've got a bit of carry room. There are
Let's get going then.
more iron ore veins down here, which we want in the short term, just gives us something to smelt when we get to White Run. Adriana's Forge has a smelter, which we can usually get us to level smithing just a bit. Because I do want to. Well, what I want is this steel smith. We need to unlock the steel smithing perk, so we can start building ourselves a steel soldier set of armour. Then this is a smithing book. Ordinarily you'd want to save these until you're in the high 90s or so, but I don't care about any of that. In fact, we'll take that to sell. Yes. Yeah, as I said, this is not an optimised playthrough. We're not Where do you get this key from? That's an interesting one. I didn't notice that here before. Lock cannot be picked. It requires a key to open. So that must be Creation Club content, mustn't it? Because it's never been there before. Right. So hopefully we can find more mushrooms. More iron ore. And actually I'm going to use this fishing. It may be a bit boring. I can always edit it out and show you the fish we get afterwards, but when I played in my own time, I did actually fish in this little pond, and I did notice you got some slightly peculiar fish, so I think I mean at this stage everything's new to me, so I kind of want to explore as much as we can, you know. But I know a lot of the fish are regional, so you can get a lot of different things at various points in Skyrim. So let's see what we get from here. Dire fish, that's it. That's what we wanted. So we'll just do 2 or 3, maybe 4. Maybe 2 hours worth, who knows? Got it. Ooh, what do we get? Silverside perch. That's an alchemic ingredients, isn't it? Loaded. We won 2 more. Now I'm hungry. God damn it. Good job we've already been in combat. We've killed everybody, isn't it? I think it affects lockpicking. So I could be wrong. I might be tired. I'm not sure. I can't remember which. Glass catfish, yeah. We definitely needed one of those. This car, right, that'll do. Before you all left me, abandoned me, I appreciate it's quite boring, but it's new to me, you know. Sharing with you my experiences, I enjoy it. I'm such a nerd. I enjoy all of these bizarre little features. And we haven't even got to farming yet. That'll bore you to tears. But that's another one of my hobbies. So I need to find a key to this, don't we? Do we not? Yeah. So let's go up here. Why did I pick up the flower? Does anybody know why? Although, oddly enough, flour does have a use. If it was 2 points of fun. Could you imagine an entire sack of flour? Just pouring it in your mouth. Just, no, me either. It'd be horrible. No. Potatoes, right, but there's gold here. Got to be careful picking up too many of these ingredients. Like potatoes and cabbages I'll be swimming in, and I don't need that many because we can always pick them up when we get to new areas because they're always available. Plentiful supply is what I should say. Salt we do want though. Salt is important. Yes, we said so. I believe we said so. I do. What's in this chest? Steel hammer. We don't need another one. Sven's already got one, thank you. Thank you, chest. A charred skeever hardy one though. These are useful to make cure disease potions. Although I believe it's cure disease and resist poison. It's not a pure cute. Do we take the food? Take the food. Ah, that's interesting. I don't know where you get this key from. Then I might have to look this up. Mine some more iron though. Yes, yes. We love iron, don't we? Yes, we do. And it's all going to go to Sven to carry with us to White. He can be the pack mule. Right. What else do we need? There's gold here. Huh. Don't know then. Bear with me, we'll just look that up. Right, so that's locked to a quest. So we can't do anything about that chest until we get to Whiterun. So that might make a fun little project. In the meantime though, we have basically essentially cleared Embershard Mine. So let's get out of here. Wait a minute. There'll be traps here, won't there? An iron ore. Give me the iron ore. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Security's fishing rod tucked in. It's lucky. You'd be lucky. Careful it doesn't break that. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of fishing rods around, but you know, this one's mine. You know, his. Tiberius is not mine. It's not actually mine. Right. Anyway, we've made it out. We're only level 2. Well, level 3. I think we've leveled up at least once, haven't we? Once, but yeah. So let's get back to Riverwood. And I think... how did I miss you last time? How did I miss you? Am I special? Yeah, and I think this is where we'll call this episode done. So when we come back, we will obviously have a look at... well, we'll deconstruct everything we have. We'll see what we can sell off. And then we will make our way to Whiterun. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the journey with me. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye now.